we want to do something on oil. The National Petroleum Authority says it will regulate prices of petroleum products under the Gold for Oil program. This will be done in the interim until the volumes increase significantly. The NPA in a statement said this will ensure that the prices of petroleum products under the Gold for Oil program reflect at the pumps to benefit consumers. We want to speak with Communications Manager of the National Petroleum Authority, Mohammed Abdul Kudus. Is he on? All right. Thanks for your time, Mohammed. The NPA has, over the years, tried very hard not to interfere so much in the pricing of petroleum products. Why do you feel the need to regulate prices under this program?
Thank you very much, Chair. Regulation in this sense is not what it used to be before the amendment in 2015. We introducing this measure this time around because of the co-mingling that the BDCs and OMCs are going to be adopted. What it means is that they have two sources that they are picking their fuel from. One is under the G4O program, and then the other one is under the prevailing market price. So what it means is that the prices would have to be weighted so they can arrive at an average and be able to sell either at the XRF or at the Expo. So the regulation is not as though we are putting aside the Act or the petroleum pricing formula that was amended in 2015. That is not what we are doing at all. It's a peculiar circumstance that we find ourselves, and we need to adopt a particular measure that would allow us to arrive at a price that would get the intended benefit to trickle down to the consumer. And the marketers have agreed with us. They've had meetings with us, and we have an undertaking to ensure that this actually goes as planned.
Okay, so this is supposed to be in the interim, your statement says, until volumes increase significantly. So what happens after the volumes increase?
Okay, so when the supply increase as we are all expecting, and then we can identify OMCs who are selling only G4O products, then it makes the monitoring very easy. It makes the pricing very easy. And there might not be the need for us to want to have a mechanism in arriving at the price at all. But as we speak today, because the quantity brought in by BOST is relatively insignificant, it makes it difficult to go by the original pricing formula. Because like I said, the marketers are picking now the product from two different sources. One at a higher price, that is the prevailing market, and one relatively at a cheaper price under the G4O program. So there is the need for a certain understanding and coming up with a framework that allow a fair pricing, the marketers would get what they are expected, and the consumers would equally get what they are expected.
You also indicate that you're working with BOST to negotiate prices with international oil traders, and you also would have some oversight on how much the oil products will be sold to bulk distributors. How is that going?
Yeah, so because of our presence and visibility on the tradings on the international market, we're able to advise BOST to the prices that they are buying their product. The ultimate objective of the program is to get commodities, a product at relatively cheaper prices. So we want to bring our expertise on board, help BOST to be able to acquire that. Then when the product is brought on board, it is supposed to be sold to the BDCs. So the BDCs can sell to the OMCs, then it trickles down to the retail outlets at the point where you and I can go and buy. So we play that role again in determining the ex-refinery price that the BDCs, after buying from BOST, will then have to be selling to the OMC. So that is going to be the role that we play in. It is not different from what we've actually been doing all this while. But because of a certain peculiarity in this particular program, that is why probably it is raising a certain eyebrow. But it's a normal role that we'll be playing all this while in determining XRF at the BDT level and then the XCOM at the OMC level.
Okay, my last question, if you could do it in a minute. Can you confirm for us when the second consignment is coming in, and how significantly do we expect prices to go down?
Precisely, I might not be able to tell when it is coming, but I know that the laycan that they have, some are expected in February this month, some are expected in March next month. So that is what I know about it. Holding every other thing constant, and let's be mindful, the prices of the product on the international market can vary as and when they choose to do that.
Okay.
OPEC do not operate to our wishes. But holding everything constant, we're expecting that the Gold for Oil program would impact on the price at the pump so that it comes a little bit lower than we are buying it presently.
We've got to go. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're out of town, and I appreciate that you could make time for us. That was Mohammed Abdul Kudus, Communication Manager of the NPA, speaking with us. And that's the